Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video I am going to do a project share of all the things that I have been doing for Halloween. First thing is this little baggie that I made, and I've just loaded it up with some goodies. I'm wanting to send this out as some like boo mail, but I don't know if I'll get around to it, so it may end up being for next year. So the first thing here, I made this little box and wrapped it in this twine, and inside I made some specimen cards. I attempted a shaker, it doesn't really work. Got a bug, a moth, an eyeball, and a spider. So that's what's in there. Did some ink blending, some stickers, some ephemera for that box. And then here I've got like a little Diamond Dots container. I just put this on there to hide the like diamond dot number. And inside is just a bunch of these like simple little Halloween flowers that I made, which I do sell these. You can pick your colors, or I'll probably make some more little sets. Then I made this little dangle. Used a spider clip and just one of these bracelet things, just an extra dangle. And I just shared some die cuts. I really love this little trick-or-treat bucket. And then I made a couple of bows with foam and just some of that holographic paper and glitter paper. I made this embellishment out of a die that I got from Temu. Super cute. I did a pack of the bows that I sell on Instagram. And then this embellishment, I'm not going to pull it out, but I do have another example that I'm going to show. And then I just made this card. I'm not going to open it up, but just did this. The inside has a little note in it, and I like that it kind of matches the bag. So that is what I put in that little thing there. I'll just set this stuff aside and put it back together. Next, I shared this on Instagram. I made this little I used one of those cauldrons that I got from Target a couple of years ago. I just used hot glue and put like glitter and sequins around the edges. And then I made this little topper. This is some like iridescent vinyl. I used a skewer and just used some ink. The fish that comes with that cauldron die. And then these are those little like vase fillers. And I just used a green Sharpie and colored the bottoms of them, and then underneath to like build these up, I just used some green pom-poms. And then I have these little balls. I got a big pack of these from the thrift store. And yeah, so I made this topper. I just used a punch, and then I just made a little lip to just set right in there. So it's not secure, but I think it's just cute when it's all put together. It does annoy me that these things are not on the same side as the handle, but I guess that makes sense if it's hanging. But yeah, it does annoy me that it is like that. Sorry about my dogs. Kids are getting out of school. I'll pause it and start. Okay. Paused for a minute for them to get their barks out. I just made this little banner piece. It's got this tiny little shaker frame. I just wanted to play with stuff, so I just kind of started throwing things together. I also shared this on Instagram. It's a little window. I got this die from a garage sale, and it's like It's a Spellbinders die. But I just thought that was so cute. Little bat hanging, the ghosties. I inked up the edges to match the vibe of the thing. This little spider was a die cut that came with something else. I just cut its little web string off. This is a sequin. The pumpkin sequin kind of melted when I glued it there. Tiny flowers I made with the itty bitty little Hobby Lobby punch. So that's that. And this is that bookshelf that is in this packaging. I started working on another one. Just some books. I haven't added any of the other stuff yet because I kind of lost motivation to finish it. So that's where that's at. And then I also shared these on Instagram. These are embellishments that I made for Larissa, or October Avenue Crafts. She's having a giveaway challenge, and you just make an embellishment using pink, or 2 embellishments, and she just wants you to share them in some way on YouTube, Instagram, some way to share. So these are what I made. Pretty simple, but I think they turned out cute. This rosette I got from April Orlander Designs, I believe. So that's where that's from. I also was playing with this other Temu die. That's these little frames. Layered them up with some foam, but I left them open. Just a cute little like Halloween display. I did my first attempt at making one of the witch brooms. I thought that was cute. I just added a little peak of orange in with the black to add dimension. I made this little wand. This is some trim that it's like I don't know how to explain it, but I just cut out the pieces and used them as legs. This was like a little fuzzy pom-pom that kind of fell apart, so I just glued it on as the body, and then little rhinestones for eyes, and I just thought this would be cute to add a little eek, like the spider's scared of you, on a teeny tiny rosette. So this is really small. Just something fun. And then I was trying out this craft that I saw on TikTok like last year, where you just take a wood veneer and you put napkin or tissue paper, glue it down, and then you use a lighter to have it go around the edges. I did put too much, I was using Mod Podge. I put too much, so I did have to go through and push down some of the sides, but I think it turned out cool. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I made that. Here's another bow. I used vinyl and foam for that one. And then the last thing is really itty bitty. I got these frames. They're like nail art frames. And I painted this tiny, tiny, tiny little ghost. And then I used glossy accents to make like the glass in the window, mirror, whatever you want to, the frame. I just thought it was cute and wanted to share. But, oh, and one last thing, I am doing a group swap. So if you're in my group swap and you don't want to know what I have made for you, stop the video now. But this is what I've made for my everybody that joined. It's a pretty small swap. So here I've made them just a simple, cute little card. Made the envelope to go with it. Just real simple, and then I just made a cute little note inside, and I didn't attach it so they can reuse the card if they want to. And I made the envelope, although I don't know if anybody else has this issue, but the envelope punch boards, mine are no good anymore. They don't stick. Inside here, I'm not going to pull it out, is just a sequins mix that I made. And then I got them these little candies from Dollar General. It was a pack of 4 for $1. And then I made a trick-or-treat bucket. Added little jemmies for cheeks. I stamped this image. Added a bow. I cut the little pearl off and added one of these green jemmies instead. Just the little candy pieces inside. And then what fell out was those little picks from Dollar Tree. I've got the bat and a little pumpkin. And then the outside of the box, I measured this myself. I have the like pinking shears I use to do the zigzag edge. I mix my collections, but I believe these came from the same paper pad. Just some simple ribbon, and then I did this little, those spiders, I think they're like, you know, table decor or whatever from Michael's I got a couple years ago. I just drilled a little hole in it and used some transparent thread, and I just thought it was a cute little way to dangle on the box. And then the last thing that I'm sending them is in here. I just did a bunch of different little die cuts to share with them, and then once I get it all packaged, I used a couple different bags, but this is what it will look like in its bag, and then I'm gonna wrap either some ribbon or tulle around it just to make it a little cuter. And I made one for each person in my swap. So that is all I have to share today. I've been busy, but if you're interested in bows or flowers, just let me know on either one of my Instagrams, which will be linked down below. But until next time, happy crafting and happy Halloween.